guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back at one of my secret undisclosed locations because guess what? We have it. This is the refreshed, updated 2020 Ford F-250 Super Duty. This one is a Lariat trim, and guess what? Underneath this hood is the all-new 7.3 liter V8. But before we dive into this Lariat Super Duty, let's talk a little bit about what the pickup truck means to Ford. So many decades of excellent work trucks, trucks for play, and now pretty much a truck can do just about anything. With this F-250, there's been some updates for 2020. Obviously, one of the big ones is the introduction of that all-new 7.3 liter V8. But the wonderful news is if a half-ton truck, that F-150, can't do the work that you need, you definitely could step up to the updated F-250 and have that usability when it comes to payload capacity and also towing capacity. Now, one of the wonderful things about this magnetic, that's what they call that color, that magnetic color F-250, is that being a Lariat trim, we're pretty much in the sweet spot of the trim levels to where I think you're gonna be pleasantly pleased with what you're getting for your hard-earned money. So let's go ahead, dive into this F-250, this 2020 F-250 Super Duty, and see, is this the work truck, the everything truck that you should be parking in your driveway? Right off the bat, like I said, the color, magnetic, sparkles so very nicely. You could see some of the changes, some of the updates for 2020. We have full LED headlights and your LED daytime running lamp. Even though this design came out in 2017, which by the way, this truck back in 2017 was North American Truck of the Year. Still looking fresh. I like the way they blacked out the interior, and the way that they shaped that daytime running lamp is spot on the money. Now, when you drop down a little bit, you do have some exterior lighting. There's a little bit of a fake vent, but nothing too crazy there. As we come across the grille, I love the way they stamp the Super Duty name. No stick-on emblems. Stamp that name prominently displayed on the hood. We have, this is gonna be that sport package. So you have a full blacked out grille, really digging this nice metallic black, horizontal slots, and then guess what? They listened. I've been talking about this. A blacked out Ford logo. So instead of it being the blue oval, it's dark black with your forward facing camera. Love that classic name. As we drop down, everything has been redesigned for the grille to allow more airflow and also better visibility of people as you're coming down the road. Even look at the way you have this big, huge, massive shovel for air that's just gonna scoop that in. Nice wide opening, functional tow hooks, 2 of them up front, so you could pull something that's a little weaker than this truck out of the mud, out of the dirt, going back up onto the hood. Love the lines, the way they have this nice indentation on both sides, gives you a raised area in the center, really gives you a good vantage point too as you're driving down the road, sitting behind the wheel. It's one of those things, if you haven't driven a truck this size, you have nothing to fear. It's quite simple to keep it in your lane and not feel like you're drifting over. Now, as we come around the bend, love the way we have the color match bumpers, that magnetic color. Look what we get with that sport appearance package. We're getting these beautiful wheels. I love the gloss black. You have this beautiful ring around the center here. You're looking at a 20-inch wheel, 275 on the width, meaty, super meaty 65 series on the sidewall. I love the white raised letter tires. This used to be such a popular thing, especially in the muscle car days. It just looks good on this truck. It fits it to a T. You can see what we're working with suspension, the massive spring, shock absorbers and whatnot. As we come away from that, you'll see I always have enjoyed how Ford has done their design with their side venting, but it lets you know what truck you're looking at. This is a Lariat F-250, all blacked out because of that sport appearance package. Looks classy. Side mirrors. These are going to be power adjustable. So right now they're in the closest setting. You're trailering that 30-foot trailer, you can actually have this come out. I like the nice metallic black up top. A little bit of flat black is okay. And then they have the Ford logo nicely put on the lighting. Down below, you're going to get these blacked out running boards. Nice size. They're not retractable, but still nice and sturdy. And they got some good grip. Gloss black in the center, flat black around your window trim. We keep working our way back towards our 6.5 foot box. I'm gonna have Victor kind of showcase. You can see the frame. You can actually see a little bit of the drive shaft, the rear differential, and the way that that exhaust is plumbed towards the back. Because remember, we got 7.3 liter V8. Tasteful 4x4 badging, nothing too crazy, nothing too over the top. And then when we get to the tail end of the business, super clean. So you're gonna get that same wonderful blacked out Ford badge, the Super Duty name stamped right there. Of course, you got your reverse camera. You also have other cameras located, full tow setup. And I love the way that they have all your connectivity is up high, out of the mud, out of the dirt. And then let's open up the tailgate. Real nice, simple, soft release. Look at that. Nice wide opening. You have LED lighting. Check out what we have here. You like connectivity in your bed of your truck. You got full connectivity, everything nicely placed there. Super simple. You got 4 tie down locations, bed liner, power sliding rear cab window, which is an extra nice touch, especially the size of that cab window. Nice large cab window, the LED lighting, and then probably my favorite part, and I actually like this system better than the GMC fancy tailgate, that magical tailgate. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but this is just simple. So you're just gonna drop this part, pull that out like that, that goes up like this, and now you're ready to rock and roll. In the back of the truck here, lots of room, easy to get in. How easy is it to get out? Very simple, and look, you follow directions. 1, 2, 3, and then you're done. Now, why don't we go ahead, let's get to the best part of this F-250. Let's pop the hood and check out that 7.3 liter V8. All right, guys, we got the massive hood popped. You do have under hood LED lighting nicely placed. Check out the open area here that leads air right into that air box. You can see the air filter inside, but underneath that hood, what I love about these F-250s, you have some different choices. No turbo diesel. We have the all-new 7.3 liter V8. That's 430 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque. It's all routed through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Payload capacity, 3,538 pounds. Towing capacity, 12,500 pounds. Now, when you're looking at this engine, I just want to showcase how you could clearly see the intake plenum, the fuel rails, fuel injectors, the whole 9 yards. That's what I love about this truck, and being a car enthusiast is not having a bunch of plastic all over everything and waiting till you hear this engine hum. Speaking of it, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's fire up this beast and hear its roar. All right, guys, we're inside this magnetic gray 2020 F-250 Super Duty. I know you're saying, Joe, this truck is a lot of truck. How much is it? Well, the way that this one is optioned with the 7.3 liter V8, you're looking at an MSRP of around $58,000. Let's see what you get for the money. Now, to the door panels, I do like the way they bring in some faux wood trim design. There's soft material at the top of the door panel, and then the armrest is like a waterbed. Very, very comfortable. Some silver, and then there's a compartment there where you can actually take some 100 grand bars and slide them in there. Check out the door pocket. You could go to Subway, get a cold cut combo, get a cold cut trio, and a meatball sub, all 12 inches, and put them in there, and have a can of Coca-Cola in that cup holder down there. Now, as we get to the dash, they bring some of that silver from the door handle around the AC vents. Soft material, Super Duty name with the bright silver. Watch this. You got a nice little compartment in there. Think about what you could put in there. You could put Twinkies, you could put Ho-Hos, Funny Bones, Zingers, whatever you got, or just fill up that whole thing with M&Ms. Don't even just open up the bags and just dump them in there. Very large glove compartment, which is very nice. You could put tons of gloves in there. Rubber gloves, furry gloves, Alcantara gloves, leather gloves. Lock them up. When we get to the infotainment side of things, look, they got you covered. You got home power source, a 12 volt, and then you're gonna have your 8-inch sync system. Now, this is where it's a little dated compared to the Ram products, but It's very easy to use, very easy to function through. It's got the B&O optional sound system, and then watch, when I go through the system, there's our navigation. We could go back to climate, we could go back to navigation. Real easy. How about cameras? You like cameras? I got cameras. We got 360, we got out front, which is really nice. Real easy to use. I'll throw it into reverse. There's our backup camera, and of course you have trajectory. It could be a little bit larger, and it could be a little bit like clearer, but it's nice to have that kind of flexibility. You got radio controls, easy to use. This is another simple system. 4x4, you're just gonna twist the knob. So right now we're in 2 high, you turn it to 4 high, 4 low. You got your start stop button all the way over here, your trailer release. This one, you can see you get your dual climate control, so if you don't want to use the screen, you could touch the buttons, ventilated seats and heated seats, which I'm shutting it off because it's already hot as can be in Florida. A little bit more of that wood style trim. Open up door number 1, wireless charging, a USB-C and a USB. So they got you fully covered there. Get ready for a magic trick. Let's say you're super thirsty, you've been working hard, you're sweating outside, you got your 2 cup holders, you could put 2 super big gulps, but why only settle on 2 super big gulps? Ready? 1, 2, 3, bam. Now you got 4. So you got your 2 over here, 2 over there. It's just smart engineering. Or leave this open, fill this up with Mike and Ike's. Talk about a party in a truck right there. Along the side, you have some nice Twinkie holders. So you can slide your Twinkies in there, conveniently placed for your passenger and for you. I'm gonna put my garage door opener back. Here is our Ford key fob. It's got the blue oval on it. It's got a nice weight to it. Of course, you're gonna have remote start. I could drop down the tailgate, or I could set off alarms. Very nicely done. Super soft on the armrest. The stitch work is great. We open this sucker up, and then look at this. You got a party tray, put your pretzel sticks, and then if you are a fan of softballs and you like holding your balls in your hand, you could actually put your balls in here. You could literally put about 8 softballs in here, and there's a 12 volt to keep your balls warm. That's what I'm talking about. Close that up. Seats, the leather, perforated. The stitch work is beautiful. And then you're gonna have 10-way adjustable seats for both the passenger and the driver. It's nice to share the electric seat love. And then you're gonna get this full panoramic sunroof. Nicely done, lots of room, lots of headroom. Coming over to the business end, I wanna show you behind the wheel of this 2020 Ford F-250. All right, guys, so let me showcase the power assist side mirrors. So right now I have them all the way in. I'm gonna extend them out, nice electric assist. I'm just pressing a button. That's fully locked out. I'll bring them back in and then watch this. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Now you can fold them in. So if you're in a tighter spot and you don't want to damage your mirrors, you have that ability to electrically control those, and I think that's so smart. Another thing that I think is smart, 3 different memory seat settings. So if you need to share your F-250 with some other people, they could have their memory seat settings. Speaking of seat controls, easy to get to, 10-way positionable, and it's got the lower lumbar. That feels so good on my lower back. Steering wheel has a nice thickness. I do like the way they have grab handles for everybody. When you get in, you want to hold on to one of these and pull yourself in. You have an electric tilting and telescoping steering wheel, and then the instrumentation is really, really straightforward. You got an analog tach, analog speedometer, and in the center there you have a large digital display, all the different readouts that you could ask for. That's going to allow you to be able to really enjoy driving this truck each and every day. Now when it comes to the steering wheel, the controls are a little dated, but they still are easy to get to. The flat black means you're not going to have any fingerprints, and you do have a column shifter with a button on the tip of it to go through different drive modes. You actually have 5 different drive modes: normal, tow haul, eco, slippery, and deep snow or sand, because remember, this is 4x4 equipped. Why don't we go ahead though? We found out how awesome it is up front. Let's check out the back seat and see how your passengers are going to be loving you because you're in a moving house with this F-250. All right, guys, we're going to do something a little bit different on this F-250 review. I really want to showcase how much room there is in the back area. We put the seats up, really showcase that area. Oh, hold on 1 second. My phone's ringing. Hello? Yeah? No, yep. Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. I could add it right now. All right, thanks. All right, so that basically was Ford corporate, and they wanted to let me know to tell you that I forgot something. I forgot to mention that the F-250, this F-250 has something called Pro Trailer Factory Assist, and that is a industry standout in this class. But let's get back to the review. So we have, you can see this little command center, 2 cup holders, 2 AC vents, a 12-volt home power source, USB-C and a USB, and an annoying little fly in here, which comes free of charge when you get one of your F-250s, at least this one. You do have 2 nice large pockets, and I'm telling you right now, you could easily put a Chipotle burrito back there, and you're not gonna squirt any guac anywhere, which is great. This is another little thing that I wanted to showcase here. Pull this up, look at this. You got nice usable storage, shows the flexibility, and then when you want to put the seats down, and then look, I have my grab handle, climb on in. It's like a mobile apartment. We got an armrest. It's on the hard side, but I guess the reason why is that you have 2 more cup holders. So if those 2 weren't enough, we got 2 more here. I just wish this armrest was a little bit softer. Put it back. But other than that, I'm telling you, you're chilling like a villain in the back seat of this F-250. But why don't we get to the best part? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this 7.3 liter bad boy for a spin. We left our undisclosed top secret area. We're in the F-250 with that 7.3 liter V8. And I'm telling you right now, for a gasoline engine, having that kind of power, it really is a pleasure to see a manufacturer taking a big old internal combustion engine and having that kind of displacement. Now, driving this F-250, if you've never driven a truck this size, it's actually fairly easy. The way that the hood is set up allows you to have good visibility to really line it up nicely and evenly in a lane. With the Lariat trim, I actually, this would be the trim I would go. Yeah, you could go higher, you could go obviously King Ranch, and there's Limited and all that, but I think for the money, you're getting just so much with this particular layout. You're getting the 7.3 liter, plus you're getting all this great leather appointments with the interior, the seats, the armrest. That wood trim is very tasteful. The steering wheel has nice soft leather. You have your 8-inch sync system, which has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Brakes work great. Visibility out the back windows, wonderful. And that's the nice thing about being in a truck this size. Visibility, you are king of the road in this thing. Seats, supportive. I like the 10-way adjustable seats. You can really get them to conform to your body. And even like just the way the gauges, even though they're not fancy, they're not full digital display gauges or anything like that, you have that very large digital display in the center. And then you have your analog tach and speedometer, which I think is a nice welcome, kind of brings the old with the new. You even have inside the tachometer bezel that digital display of what gear you're in, and with the 10-speed. I'm telling you, this 10-speed is one slick shifting transmission. Really think that F-250 is that ultimate work truck, and also truck that you can enjoy just about any time, whether you're going out to dinner, whether you're picking up the kids from school, or you got to go haul a bunch of mail. Say you work for the post office and you got to load up that bed full of mail. You could haul the mail in this truck. Because watch this, on throttle, drops down, and we are off and running. You got that nice growl of the V8. Shifts are super smooth, very crisp. Everything is easy to get to, and you got plenty of storage space. So if you're going for a longer day, work day, or a longer trip, bring more snacks. You could fit them in here without a problem. And these side mirrors, they may look a little scary when they're out, but boy, they give you such great visibility. It's ridiculous. It's really shown where the truck has gone in the auto industry, and how it's such a perfect blending of everything, even an F-250 Super Duty like this one. All right, guys, acceleration from a dead stop on throttle. Really just lays the power down, super smooth, nice linear torque delivery, and just overall, it's actually a very confidence-inspiring truck, which is nice. for a truck this size. Going down the road here, super smooth. There is a bit of wind noise, obviously, from those side mirrors, but other than that, road noise is at a very, very minimum in here. You got your wireless charging, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation. Is it going to be interesting to see where Ford takes their infotainment system? Of course, because we're seeing what the other brands are doing, specifically Ram, and definitely the sync system is behind that. But the ease of use, and to think that there is going to be changes coming down the pipeline, especially for the upcoming Ford F-150, I think that would really shine a lot of light on what this truck is going to be all about. But hopefully this gave you a nice overview of what the F-250 Super Duty with the 7.3 liter V8 is all about. We're going to get back to our undisclosed location and wrap this one up, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been a phenomenal time with this 2020 Ford F-250 Super Duty with that 7.3 liter V8. Definitely got to thank Deborah and Kristen over at Ford Corporate for allowing Rady's Rise access to this press fleet vehicle. It really showcases what Ford is capable of, and I'm very happy to report back that having these different trims really makes sense, and what you're getting for the money, especially with that V8, really shows that you could have that F-250 and be able to have an interior which sets you from the rest of the pack. But if it's trucks like these that you want to keep seeing on Rady's Rise, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rise family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Rady's Rise merch. Got to get up to Victor, working that camera like a champ. He's loving this big truck. He actually wants me to run him over with it. So we'll videotape that and get that out for everybody. Thank you, Victor, for your hard work. And just like always, I'll see you on the next ride.